my career from working with Madonna. I manifested Bernie Sanders' campaign calling me and saying, would you like to be guest photographer for the day? Not press, guest photographer. I manifested working with Madonna. I didn't say I wanted to work with superstars. I said, I want to work with Madonna. I manifested Jennifer Lopez. I manifested Bob Proctor. I manifested this car. I manifested the home that I have. Okay, so before I go to this story, let's talk about the techniques that I use for manifestation that has worked over and over and over. I wanted to make a video for artists and creative types, first of all, but then also I wanted to do this as a guy just because I think there aren't a lot of manifestation scripting videos for men, and I just wanted other guys to see a guy doing it. I was having the worst days, and I'm being dramatic about this, and through that, I thought, you know what? Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, instead of feeling an isolated loner, because that's what I made myself all weekend, I thought, let's help people. Let's show them a technique that has worked for me over and over, and I continue to use it, and I preach it so much. So let's put it on video so other good people of the internet can find out. Now I'm going to get back to editing the story, but I wanted to make this video to introduce this video. Okay, here's something you should know about me. When I'm feeling down, I go buy things I don't need. In this case, I went to a super Home Depot. I was getting things that are useful for work. I couldn't find them, so I had to ask the gentleman to help me find them. And they're clips. These clips are really cool for photo shoots. You need them, they're affordable. So these are the standard clamps, and I'm just getting 2 of them. This smaller one, I know I'm gonna use it somehow. And then these little ones that are only 48 cents each are great for clothing. Hypocritical, right? Anyways, let's go.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
All right, next, my weak point, carbs. And I spotted a donut shop. It's my weak point. So went in to go get a simple croissant. Okay, I do have cash. Now, let's get the croissant. Let's negotiate with myself. Let's not get the soda. You don't need the soda. That's the challenge. You got water in the car. Do you have actually cold? No soda. Challenge passed. This is how bad I just wanted to get out of the house today. And things are open, things are also closed, and I just think that this whole quarantine is getting to me again. There's like a new wave of it annoying me. Instead of just feeling bad for myself, instead of going from store to store and eating nonstop, I decided, grab the scripting journal that you brought with you. I brought it with me for a reason, and go somewhere nice, maybe a small park, and then just write and script what I normally do. Today I didn't do it, so better late than never, right? You're gonna find out in this video why I script, how it works, and exactly how you can do it also. So just keep watching. My God, we're gonna make this work. Hey guys, so I found a spot that I hope is quiet. I don't know how smart it is. I'm sitting on a train track, but I'll see a train coming. I decided to just do a set in my car, and I put a little LED light back here. I've been running around all day trying to do a video. I thought, you know what, let's do something positive. Let's help creatives learn to manifest and learn to bring their dreams into fruition. We're gonna make a video, and we're gonna talk to creatives about finding your manifestation techniques, and it works. And I'll show you guys. This is something called scripting. I have it right here. And scripting is something that I've learned from other people, and I've always done some form of manifestation in my career, whether it is journaling or making a vision board or really thinking hard about it or recording my own voice. And it's okay to do different manifestation techniques, try different things at different times, just for variety's sake. So one example of manifestation is my good friend Darcy right here, who is a very talented director, but before that she was one of the world champions for female mountain biking. She told me about this maybe 10 years ago, and she was like, Walid, you have to visualize what you want, and you have to visualize what it's going to feel like. And I remember thinking, what the hell does that even mean? Like, what do you mean visualize it? Like, what does that even do? It's about emotions. And her coach would sit there and say, okay, imagine you're coming down on your mountain bike and you're going down the mountain. And think about it. Think about how your muscles must feel and how your shoulders must ache and what you're thinking. And you're thinking, oh my God, all this mud is splattering all over my helmet, and I can't see, but I cannot give up because I can hear the crowd getting louder and louder. And the coach is saying, think about what that feels like, and think about as the crowd gets louder, like how you start getting more excited and you start getting more energy. And remember that when you cross that finish line and you end up first, all you want to see are your parents who are running through the crowd. And just think about your mom's emotions, and think about her trying to fight her way through this crowd of people, and she can't get through to you, and you want to get to her. You're so proud of yourself and she's so proud of you. And think about all that and what that feels like. It's not just her that she was taught that. They do this with Olympic training and athletes and so many different things. It works because manifestation, the way the universe works, is through emotions. You can't just say, I want a new car. That's vague. That's weird. Like, universe is like, that's it? Okay, well, here's a little toy car for you. You got to give the universe something to be exact about. Give them a roadmap. So in this case, it's like, ooh, it's getting darker in here, so we're gonna go through this. It's all about emotions and things that I've been so emotional about in my career. I'm gonna work with Madonna. Check. I'm going to do record covers. Check. I'm gonna get nominated for music videos I'm gonna direct. Check. I'm gonna work with these people. Check. And I'll even tell you, there are times that I've been wanting to... Train is coming right now. I'm gonna keep going. Bob Proctor, who is a manifestation coach and teacher, you know, when I opened up my photography studio in downtown LA, it was like 5,000 square feet. It was massive. I was by myself. I felt very defeated. I kept looking for the DVD, The Secret, and I couldn't find it. And for 3 days, I looked for this DVD. I was like, I just feel that I want to listen to his message, and I just need to hear some words of wisdom right now. Could not find it. And I was like, you know what? Release, let it go. And there's a car checking up on me. Yeah. Just release, let it go. And I just worry that it's a cop. And if it is a cop, I'll just say my name is Peter McKinnon. Hey, we get a tiny bit more light. 3 days later, I stopped looking for this DVD, and I was like, you got to get this studio in gear, and you got to just put things together so you can open up this business. I get a random call, and it's a girl's voice, and she's like, hi, is Walid there? And I was like, yeah, speaking. And she's like, hi, my name is Lisa. I am calling you from Bob Proctor's office. And it's so funny because we were looking for a photographer, and we were asking around, and somebody said, you have to photograph with this guy. At the same time that I'm looking for Bob, and I'm emotionally just like, I have to find this DVD, Bob connected with me. I didn't even think Bob even knew I existed on this planet. We had never met before. I don't think he has ever even heard of me before. A lot of my career has come from manifestations. Bob was thinking about me somehow. Somehow the universe connected us because I was searching for Bob, and then I just stopped. And it's important for you guys to script. Now, creatives, it's already hard for us to get jobs. So I wanted to make sure that I made something that was going to help you guys and has helped me in my career. Let's go and raise the ISO on this baby. All that to say, I wanted to show you guys the importance of manifestation and the importance of emotions with manifestation. This is about taking emotions and what you want and magnifying that. Really relying on emotions to propel this dream of whatever you want. I start each journal entry. I do it every day, right as I wake up. 5 things that I'm grateful for. So I actually go, I'm so grateful that blank. I do that 5 different things. I'm so grateful now that whatever it is. Now a lot of you guys are gonna say, oh, you're gonna ask for $1 million, you're gonna ask for a mansion. You know what? Maybe you can ask for that yesterday, tomorrow, today, whatever you want. But it's not always about $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. Sometimes it's about, I really want that white SUV with the black leather seats. I really want this friend to call me. Sometimes it's about the little things. These are not things I already have. These are things that I am pretending. I'm going to change the lighting again. These are things that I am pretending that I have. So these are things that you are pretending to have right now. These are things that you want to manifest. You do not currently have them. And you're talking about the house that you want. The universe doesn't want to hear you have a mansion. It wants to hear what kind of flooring it has, how many levels it has, how many entry points does it have, what does your neighbor, what do they have, what's their name, what exact zip code is it in. The universe needs exact directions to be able to give you something. Because if you say I want a mansion or I want a really nice home, that's interesting, right? Because it's different to different people. I want to meet somebody that loves me. That could be a puppy. I want a beautiful camera. That could be a picture of a camera. You got to say, I want this camera with this lens, and you got to be very, very exact. That the abundance is out there. And I don't get anything out of this video. I'm not selling you a program. I'm telling you what works for me, what has worked for me. Another train. Amtrak. 5 things as Walid in the future. So you're going to do yourself in the future. And you're going to say, I'm grateful for. Just list them. Simply list. I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, and I'm grateful for. These are things that you want, you do not currently have, but you are writing about yourself in the future. I hope that makes sense. Then you start scripting. And I write about, let's see, I'll start scripting here. And it'll usually go to about halfway on the next page. So I take those 5 points and I expand and I write a story. I'm writing one story that includes all 5 things. We are not writing 5 different stories, as my friend Brandy had been doing. I'm like, you cannot do that. You can't continue that. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I wrote today, because you're not supposed to mention it until it's manifested. But let's say you want a car, and you want a red car, and you want a house in Malibu on the beach on the coastal side of PCH, and you want to be vegan, and you want your mom to live next door. Posted him as like, I'm so grateful that my mom lives next door. I'm so grateful now that I'm vegan and I'm more healthy. Now let's take those and make a quick little script. So you're like, I'm so happy now that I have this 2-story home on the right side of PCH, like right on the coastal side. I love it so much. It's kind of a pain for people to get there, and I know that it's hard. So when my friends and my family come over, I treat them so well. Like, I pay for everything. I make sure that they feel like they're at the top hotel, because they've traveled so far from other parts of the area to get into Malibu, and traffic is so bad. You're writing all of this. But for my mom, it was very hard for her to do this. And I'm just so happy now that we found her a 1-story beach house that's a modest size. Because of her knees, she's getting older. She really needed something that did not have stairs. So I'm just so thankful. I'm so happy that we found that, and she's right there. And because I'm doing vegan foods, she makes fun of me because she's saying that's not real food. But I'm also noticing her start to incorporate it more and more into her meals, and I'm just so thankful for that. And you are writing this. It is about feeling like you are already there. It's about feeling that you already have this life. It's about feeling that it has already happened to you. That's why you're saying, I'm so happy now that. And when you're writing this, sky's the limit. You can make it as outrageous as you want. You can make it as mundane and basic as you want. This works. I gain nothing out of this by telling you guys this. Scripting works. The reason why I like scripting is because you're doing it every single day. You are listing 5 things that you are grateful for. Gratitude brings on more abundance. Then we are taking those 5 things and we are further sealing it with a story. A story is the only way you can keep things interested. A story is how we bring emotions. It's hard to bring emotions into bullet points and lists, but you can bring emotions into a story. And this is a story that you have written, and I put some music in the background that inspires me, and I just write and I write and I write. I'm a little tiny bit snobby, so I don't want to manifest in paperback. So you can get like the cheaper ones if you have one. You can even get like a hardback one for like $3, $4, $5. Just Dream in hardcover, not in paperback. I'm bougie like that. Okay, so get yourself that. Get yourself a pen that you love, and invest in yourself through the universe. Just like you invest in yourself with new cameras and new gears, and invest in yourself with workshops and everything. But do not skip out on this special mix of magic. And already in about, let's just say, this is about 15-20 pages. 2 or possibly 3 things have come exactly. Like, not just like, oh, I got a new car. No, I got a white SUV of the exact brand that I wanted, with black leather seats with the little perforated holes on the side. That's damn exact. If that alone does not make you, oh, and at the price I wanted, at the price that the dealership originally was like, no way, Walid. There's no way. You're asking for too much here. And then out of the blue, he's like, the car brand dropped the rate to right where you wanted it within like $2. Don't tell me this does not work. Try it. The third way of sealing it in there is, and it takes 30 seconds or a minute, before you close the book, take a minute and read it to yourself out loud. Not in your head, out loud. The words have to come out, and it has to go from here, and you got to hear it. If you do try this, and even if the smallest things that you wrote in that journal happens, you guys have to come back and let me know what happened for you. So creatives, we do this. We manifest the kind of clients we want, like I did with Jennifer Lopez. We manifest the kind of camera, the kind of paintbrush, the kind of clients you always want to keep it positive. You never say, I don't want this, because the universe does not hear the don't. It hears the subject and the exact description, and it brings it to you. And you also don't want to ask for the same things over and over and over. So you can say, I want $10 million. And then you say, I want $10 million the next day. And you're like, I want $10 million. And you write that into a story. Well, what happens with the universe is this. It says, this person wants this, but they're not done fully manifesting it. They're not done fully dreaming it. So universe is going to sit back and say, let's wait until that wish, that manifestation is done, and then let's process it. You know, and you got to, of course, do the hard work every day that gets you there. It doesn't just fall out of the sky. You put it into the universe. Trust that the vibrations go out there. You can revisit it a week later. You can revisit it a month later. You can say, I want $10 million. The next day, don't ask for that $10 million. It's already out there working in your favor if you are working in everyday life, moving towards it. Maybe the next thing you can do is just talk about that Afghan or Turkish rug that is in this mansion that you bought with your $10 million. So you are still painting parts of this grander picture. It's not just about $10 million. What are you going to do with that? Where are you going to travel to? What are you going to buy? Who are you going to surprise and treat really well? Wish it, leave it alone. So creatives, we got to work hard. We got to work on our businesses. We got to work on our clients, but you also cannot skip out manifestation. My career from working with Madonna, I manifested Bernie Sanders' campaign calling me and saying, would you like to be guest photographer for the day? Not press, guest photographer. I manifested working with Madonna. I didn't say I wanted to work with superstars. I said, I want to work with Madonna because I love what she has done with her career visually. I manifested Jennifer Lopez. I manifested Bob Proctor. I manifested this car. I manifested the home that I have. And not everything has to be 10 million bucks, 100 million bucks. You can manifest by thinking about it. Cool. You can manifest by doing a mood board. Cool. I personally think attaching emotions to it, putting it here, putting it in a notebook, writing about it every single morning before you start your day or before you go to bed, one of those 2 times, when you first wake up or right before you go to bed. Reading it once out loud to yourself is very simple. It's a small investment and it pays off. All right, I'm gonna go before some neighbor manifests a cop. One more thing, if you need business help with your photography career, with your video career, and you need somebody to coach you, mentor you, help you, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell. And if you Manifest is something amazing, even remedial, but it's going to be amazing. Leave me a comment here, even if it's weeks, months, years after this video is done. It works, I promise. Okay?